again with a new recipe. And of course, this is a very special recipe, as all my recipes, but this is more special and I'm going to tell you why. This was my son's favorite dessert. I used to make it for all his birthday party, and everybody loves this dessert because it's easy to make, it's healthy, and it's very tasty. Now that it's summer and we have around the corner the Memorial Day weekend, which is a long weekend, probably you are planning to make a party or a barbecue, or it's time for going to the wineries, to the concerts, or the concerts at the beach, and children are going to summer camp. So this dessert, which is more like a snack, is perfect. Make it like a snack to go, or make it in a tray and present it on your table as a very fancy dessert when it's something very easy to prepare. So this time, this dessert is for you, Elias. I send it to you so you can make it in Greece, where you are living now, and for my good friend Claudia Robles, because it was her idea to make this video. We are going to buy one of these big packages full of strawberries. They are not here because I already washed them and disinfect them. But you are going to use the whole package. The half of the package, you are going to take the stem off and leave them just like that. And the other half of the package, you are going to take off the stem and cut it in tiny little cubes. A can of condensed, Jesus, I can't pronounce this, condensed milk, well, whatever, la lechera, as we know it in Mexico. A cup of yogurt. I recommend you to use a simple yogurt like Joe Plate or Dannon, because the Greek yogurt is super dense and it has a lot of acidity, and I don't know why, but whenever I tried with that kind of yogurt, gelatin doesn't work. So I recommend you to get a regular yogurt like a strawberry yellow. And we also need 2 cups of boiling water. So let's start. First step, we are going to bring 2 cups of water to boil so we can melt our Jell-O. Our water is boiling already, so I am going to put the whole package of yellow in it and let it melt. And when it's completely melted, you are going to let it cool down and work with your other ingredients. The mix is very complicated to make. You'll see. Don't worry. I know that you are going to be able to make it. We are going to put the strawberries that we have cut, just stem, put all the yogurt in the blender too. I know this is hard to make. And the condensed milk, or la lechera. All the bottle too. And we have to blend it. Very difficult, isn't it? I know. Now that our yellow is perfectly melted and is room temperature, we are going to add it to the mix. And we have to blend it again. Wow, I'm exhausted. Well, I'm going to give you 2 proposals for decoration or for presentation. One is going to be in a tray and the other one is going to be individual. Well, for the one-piece presentation, I recommend you to use one metallic tray or crystal tray like this. And you are going to spray some water on it, and then you are going to stick it in the freezer. So you're going to have a tiny little, very soft layer of ice. I don't know if you can see it there. Well, this is completely frozen. The purpose of freeze your tray before is that it's gonna help the Jell-O to get out of the tray easily. Here I have some slices of strawberry. Put them all around your tray. Oh my God, this is melting because it's too hot here. And now that I have this layer of strawberries, I'm going to pour a little bit of the mix, just enough to cover the strawberries, no more than that, just to keep them there. We are going to put it in the refrigerator until this very thin layer of Jell-O is perfectly hard. Otherwise, we are going to have the strawberries floating in the rest of the mix, and we want them on the top of the Jell-O. So put it in the refrigerator. Now if you see the layer of fruit with the tiny little thin Jell-O on top is perfectly hard. So that will keep the fruit on the bottom of the tray, which is going to be the top of our Jell-O. Now what we are going to do is pour the rest of the mix carefully so it doesn't melt this layer that we already have. That's why our mix has to be room temperature. Perfect! Now we are going to put it in the refrigerator for the rest of the day, and it will be perfect tomorrow for our party. The individual trays are easier. These are these tiny little mason jars of 8 ounces. So what we are going to do is put some of the chopped strawberry inside, and then carefully we are going to fill the mason jars with the mix. This way, the pieces of strawberry are going to be decorating our mason jar all around. You see? They're gonna be beautiful. So put them in the refrigerator, and tomorrow your Jell-Os are going to be ready. And here we are. It's the next day. Our Jell-Os are ready. These are the individuals, our mason jars. You see? They're beautiful. So if you make them like this, you can use the lid, put them in a cooler, and that's it. You can take them to your picnic or the concert at the winery, whatever you want. Or on the other hand, if you are going to have a party and you decide to make individual jars like these to give to your guests, well, let's make some decorations so they look nice. Some whipped cream. And, well, I don't have leftovers of strawberries, but why not a blackberry or a raspberry? Look how beautiful. And then this nice tiny little spoon that I found. And ta-ta! You have a perfect and beautiful dessert for your guests. Do you want to taste it? Yeah. You know what? This is too small. This is much better. There we go. Look at the consistency of the Jell-O. Isn't it perfect? That's why it is my son's favorite Jell-O. So you are making your children have natural fruit. It can be strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, mixed berries, mango, peach. You tell me which is your favorite flavor. I love it. To take our Jell-O out of the tray, because if you see it is attached to the sides of the tray, we are going to make a trick. You have to turn your stove on and put your fire at low temperature. So you are going to play with your tray on top of the fire, rolling and rolling so you can melt the bottom of your Jell-O, and it's going to be easier to take it out of the tray. That's why I suggest you to use a metallic tray or a crystal tray, because you can put it on the fire and you see, look, it's perfect. It's out already. Perfect, you see? And you are not fighting with your tray and with your poor Jell-O. Let's take it out. And we are going to put a perfectly flat surface on top of our tray. Let's see how it came. I'm nervous. Wow! Voila! We have our beautiful Jell-O ready. You see? All the strawberries are on the top. It's perfect. So let's decorate it a little more. So you can use some more whipped cream on top. And put a couple of blackberries and the perfect top. Some fresh mint. Beautiful. Take a look closer. It's beautiful. You have all the strawberries on the top as we planned. And then when this little topping that I decided to put, but you can put anything else. Don't you think that this is going to give a nice impression to your guests? Again, my friends, this is the end of this video, but not the last. I hope you like this recipe. Make them, taste them, use natural flavors, and of course natural fruit to make them all. And let me know if you send me a picture of you eating one of these delicious Jell-Os, you're going to make me the happiest woman in the world. So have an excellent summer. My name is Victoria and I'll see you next week. Adios.